Welcome everybody to the first match of the NWW All-Star Championship Tournament. This is going to be the major title, the quote-unquote world title that is being held over on NWW Frost, our second brand. I mean, they're both our first brands. We don't have a B show. I want to make that perfectly clear. This, of course, is the bastard PAC. Or I should say PAC, actually, right? I think it's a habit for everybody to say PAC because of X-Pac. I feel like that's kind of a understandable screw up. I do that myself sometimes, as you see. But anyway, this is PAC. He is one of the best professional wrestlers on the face of the planet. If you've never seen this man wrestle before, you're in for a treat. He is from Newcastle upon Tyne, England. He is 5'9". He weighs in at 194 pounds. His finishers are the Black Arrow and the Brutalizer. He debuted in the world of professional wrestling back in 2004. His opponent tonight, another smaller but very impactful wrestler with a lot to bring to the table. This is KUSHIDA. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's NWW Frost. This is technically before both brands are going to kick off. We just finished up with our NWW Flair World Title Tournament for the National Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. This will be for the National Wrestling World All-Star Championship, the sister or brother to the Heavyweight Championship that'll be presented over on Flair, which we just saw. Jeff Cobb is our first ever heavyweight champion, and this is the very first match in this tournament to determine our first ever All-Star champion. Now KUSHIDA, if you're curious, he is from Tokyo, Japan. He is also 5'9", weighing about the same at 192, so back with only a 2-pound advantage. That does surprise me a little bit. He debuted back in 2006, so only 2 years after PAC. I'm going to need to correct myself a lot here, okay? And his finishers are Back to the Future and the Hoverboard Lock. And KUSHIDA obviously running a Back to the Future gimmick, something that got him over massively in Japan, but has struggled to take its feet off the ground here in the States. But KUSHIDA, regardless of his gimmick, is a phenomenal professional wrestler. And if you ever want to see this man in a great one-on-one matchup and see what he's truly capable of, go look up a match that he had against Will Ospreay. And I want to believe it was WCPW. But I could be wrong. I know I've seen it though, and it was really, really good. Both great professional wrestlers, and he's going up against somebody who is up there with the elites, just like Ospreay is, and the bastard PAC. Now, something that's changed a lot about PAC over the years is he used to be somebody who was loved by the fans. He was friendly, he fought fair. All he really cared about was pulling off crazy moves and getting the crowd involved, but now all he cares about is winning championships and destroying his opponents. Not only their limbs and their body, but their spirit to keep fighting as well. Whereas someone like KUSHIDA is filled with that fighting spirit, coming from Japan, where you have to have that fighting spirit to keep moving forward in this business. Now KUSHIDA with the legs, but no, PAC. Oh my god! That was very impressive. That was... wow. It's kind of hard to put what we just saw into words. But it was nice. And now PAC missing on the crossbody. I believe it was a crossbody. It was something of that nature, but KUSHIDA getting out of the way. And now KUSHIDA bringing PAC down to the canvas. And now with some elbows to the top of the head of PAC. Vicious from KUSHIDA. He is from Japan. Japan, they have the strong style. And KUSHIDA very strong with that style of professional wrestling as well. So PAC does need to be careful here. Doesn't need to underestimate KUSHIDA. He could pull the upset here tonight in round 1. We have seen upsets before already in the WWE. We haven't even really started yet. So anything is possible. And now PAC with KUSHIDA in the corner. Sitting his head into the top turnbuckle, but now KUSHIDA spinning it around. What's he going to do here? Just got him turned over. Got the leg. Ooh, doing some massive damage to the knee. I want to say the most impacted area of that was the knee, but definitely probably did some damage to the hamstring area as well. And now a jawbreaker. And he's hoisting him up. No, KUSHIDA. Big forearm from PAC. But now KUSHIDA. Somewhat of a snap suplex or whatever you want to call it there. And now KUSHIDA looking at PAC on the ground. I think he's just waiting for him to get up at this point. Interesting choice of action here from KUSHIDA, but maybe he's just catching his breath. Being the good guy he is, letting PAC get back up to his feet. KUSHIDA showing he respects PAC, but does PAC respect KUSHIDA? I don't know if he respects anybody but himself anymore. He earned the bastard moniker for a lot of reasons. PAC caught her with a big kick to the face. And now into the other turnbuckle, but man, these reversals. This is the kind of action that we expect to see here in the National Wrestling world. And a drop toe hold. KUSHIDA, no. Pinfall surprise. No. Got a little bit of a roll-up of sorts there as a great reversal, but just a 2 count. As far as I've seen, we haven't seen any finishers yet in this matchup. That's to attest to all of the reversing and countering and capitalizing that we've seen thus far in this matchup. And now KUSHIDA with the arm drag. Big time DDT. As PAC's face is driven straight into the canvas. And we're going for a pinfall predicament. Oh my god, that was pretty close. I can't even lie about that. That surprised me how close it was. But KUSHIDA looking for something big here. Oh my god, that must be the Back to the Future. A crazy driver right there in the corner as he pulls him out some for the pin, and there it is, KUSHIDA pulling off the upset on PAC. I think PAC came into this underestimating his opponent, and he's getting sent packing in the very first matchup of this tournament. I cannot believe that. Well, it's like I said, we only hire the best of the best here in the National Wrestling world, and anybody has a chance to win anytime because they're all great, and that's just the way I look at it. Hopefully the fans at home and those attending in the audience can agree and can appreciate the hard work that KUSHIDA just put in to upset the bastard PAC. And once again, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is Dr. Green Fluff representing the National Wrestling World. And I hope that you enjoyed the match and that you're ready for the next one, as well as we continue the crowning of the NWW All-Star Championship Tournament. We'll be seeing you guys next with the next matchup.